Hello everyone, Carson here back on Sudoku on New York Times. Today is June 17th, 2024. Let's start today's hard Sudoku. Okay, first of all, I see that these lines force the digit 9 into one of these two cells in block 2. This 8 points left, and this cell also sees another 8. So in block 1, the digit 8 is forced into this cell. We got the 8 into one of these two cells in block 4, and these 8 points down, so 8 goes into one of these two cells in block 9. The digit 5 in block 4 is forced into one of these two cells. These 3s points right, and this cell sees another 3. These 4s points left, and this cell also sees another 4. So in block 7, the digit 4 is forced into this cell. Okay, this cell sees a 1, and this one also points up. So in block 1, the digit 1 is forced into row 1. And I'm not sure what I can do next. See, I think the best thing to do now is to mark down some digits that go into restricted open cells. Let's think about column 9. 1, 2, 3, 5, and 7 are the digits that go into the open cells. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. This cell sees 2, 3, and 5. So this cell can only contain 1 or 7. One, 2, 3, 5, 7. It sees 2 and 7, so it can only contain 1, 3, or 5. What about column 8? 1, 4, 5, 6, and 7 are the digits that go into the open cells. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. It sees 4 and 5. So this cell can only contain 1, 6, or 7. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7 sees 1 and 4. So it's for 5, 6, and 7 only. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7 sees 5, 6, and 7. So it can only contain 1 or 4. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7 sees 1 and 5, so it can only contain 4, 6, or 7. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7 sees 4 and 7, so it can only contain either 1, 5, or 6. So basically, this is the conclusion, and I don't think there are any pairs of triples. Oh, okay, it's the cell. The cell, it sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So the only digit that this cell does not see is 9. So this cell has to be a 9. Because this cell literally cannot contain any other digits. So the cell must be a 9. If I don't put a 9 into this cell will become empty. And of course we don't want that. So this cell has to be a 9. Because it can't be anything else. After I place this 9 in this cell is eliminated. Because it now sees the 9. With these 9s, force the digit 9 into this cell in block 2. And then the 9 goes into this cell in block 5. These 9s points left. This cell sees a 9. These 9s points down. And this cell also sees another 9. And then these two cells form an 8-9 pair. Because in block 9, the digits 8 and 9 are both missing. And because of these 8s and 9s, all of these 8s and 9s, both 8 and 9 are forced into one of these two cells only. And because they share the same two cells, they form an 8-9 pair. Because we have to fit both 8 and 9 into these two cells, which eliminates all other digits from these two cells. So now, the digit 2 in block 9 is forced into row 9, and then these 2s points left. Okay, this 6 points right, and this cell also sees 6. And of course, 6 cannot go into the 8-9 pair, so in block 9, the digit 6 is forced into column 8, which eliminates 6s from these two cells. These 2s points up. Okay, this 5 points up and this 5 points right. So in block 2, the digit 5 is forced into row 2, and then these 5s points right. Which eliminates 5 from this cell, because this cell now sees the 5 from block 2. Which makes the cell a 1, because it now sees every other digit. 2, 3, 4, 5 here, 6 is here, 7, 8, and 9. All cannot go in the cell. Yeah, because of those digits, the cell can only be a 1, because it sees every other digit. So this is a 1, which then makes this a 4, and then this a 7. This cell now sees 1 and 7, so it's a 6, And then this cell finishes off this column with a 5. Alright. There's a 1, 3, 5 triple in the 3 open cells left in block 6. This cell sees 5. Okay, down here, there's a 1, 2, 7 triple. This 4 points up, and this cell sees another 4. So in block 3, the digit 4 is forced into one of these 2 cells. We also got the 6. Should I mark this? Because the 6 in block 3 is forced into one of these 3 cells. 2 can go in any of them, so I don't know if there's any point in marking them down. Well, let's look at other things. This 7 points down and this 7 points left. So in block 5, the digit 7 is forced into column 6. These 5s force the digit 5 into this cell in block 8, which eliminates 5 from this cell, because it sees the 5 that I just placed. And all of these 5s force the digit 5 into this cell in block 2, which then places the 2 here, because yeah, this cell is the only open cell left for the digit 2 in block 2, so it has to go here. Okay, now this cell, the missing digits from block 1 are 1, 2, 6, and 7, but this cell sees 1, 2, and 7. So these 3 digits have to go in row 1 in block 1. Because this cell cannot contain 1, 2, and 7, so they have to go up here, which forms a 1, 2, 7 triple, and makes the cell a 6. This cell now sees a 6, so it must be a 4, because it also sees the 2. 2 is here, and this 2 points right. So 2 has to go in one of these 2 cells in block 3. Now in row 3, the 2 missing digits are 4 and 8. But this cell sees 8, so yeah, this is a 4, this is an 8. This cell cannot be 4. These 2 cells form a 4, 6 pair to complete block 2. But this cell sees 4. So this cell has to be a 6, and then this is a 4. These 6s force the digit 6 into this cell in block 3. This cell is a 5, because these 5s points right. Now, these 2 cells form a 2, 3 pair. Oh wait, this cell could not contain 7 from the very beginning. I don't know why I marked that down, but no 7s. This cell is for 1, 2, or 7 to complete row 9, but sees the 1, and it also cannot contain 2, because we know that 2s can't go here, and this cell sees 2. So in block 9, the digit 2 is forced into row 9, which eliminates 2 from this cell. So this cell cannot contain 2. It also sees a 1. So for row 9, this cell has to be a 7. After I place the 7, the digit 7 in block 9 is forced into this cell. Because I've known that the 7 in block 5 is forced into column 6, these 7s points down, and this cell sees another 7. So that forces the digit 7 into this cell in block 8. 7 eliminates it from this cell because of this 7. We got a 2, 3, 9 triple in block 7. This cell sees 3. This cell sees a 2. And this cell sees a 9. So 2, 3, and 9. They go like this. Because they see one of those digits each. In column 5, 4 is one of the missing digits, but this cell sees 4. So 4 must go into the other open cell, which means that this cell is a 1 to complete this column. There is a 3, 6, 8 triple in block 8. This cell sees a 6, so it's 3 or 8. And the other two are 3, 6, and 8. In column 4, there is also a 3, 6, 8 triple where this cell sees a 6. Okay, this cell now sees a 5 that I placed earlier. So this cell cannot contain 5. This cell also sees 5. So in block 6, the digit 5 is forced into this cell, which eliminates 5 from this cell, and all of these 5s force the digit 5 into this cell in block 4. Okay, all 5s are placed. 5s are done. All of these 4s force the digit 4 into this cell in block 4. All 4s are done as well. I mean, all of them are placed as well. Okay, in row 4, the missing digits are 1, 3, 7, and 8. Where this cell sees 3, 7, and 8, so this cell actually has to be a 1, because it sees every other digit. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 cannot go into this cell, so this cell must contain a 1, because it can't be anything else. Alright, which means that this cell is a 2, which points back down and makes this a 9, 3, 2. Now this cell is a 7 because it sees 1 and 2 for block 1. This is a 1. This cell is a 6 to complete this column. Yet the digit 9 in block 4 is forced into this cell. In column 3, 3 and 7 are the missing digits. This cell sees 7. So 7 goes into the other open cell. This is a 3, which eliminates 3 from this cell. So this is a 1, 3. This 3 points up makes this a 2, 3, and 2, 1 like this. In block 4, there's a 2, 8 pair. This cell sees 2, so 2 must go into the other open cell, and this is an 8. This cell now sees an 8, so it's 3. These two cells form a 6, 8 pair to complete row 5. This cell is a 7 to complete row 4. This cell is a 1 to complete row 6. And this cell sees a 9. So this cell must be an 8, and the whole puzzle is... Alright, so I finished today's New York Times hard Sudoku in just under 19 minutes. Alright, so I think that this puzzle could be slightly more difficult than usual New York Times hard Sudokus. It's slightly harder, I would say. At the beginning, I did take a long time finding this single 9. Actually, it was hidden from the very beginning. Because from the very beginning, all the other digits, I mean, this cell saw every other digit, but they were all given. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 were all given to start with. So yeah, this single 9 could take you some time to spot. So I would say this is a very important spot for this puzzle. So after you found this single 9, it led to this 8-9 pair, which did a lot because this 8-9 pair forced the 2 down in row 9 in block 9. And also column 8, at some point digits were being eliminated one by one, and this cell became a 1, I think. And what else? I don't really remember. But there were definitely some pairs and triples around the board, so make sure to spot all of those. I mean, you can't really use the term make sure, but hopefully you can find all of them. So yeah, this single 9 was a really important spot. I would say this single one towards the end was also a fairly important spot. So yeah, I would say the single 9 and the 8-9 pair in block 9. These are the 2 most important spots or key spots for this Sudoku puzzle. If you have any other questions or difficulties, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. I'll be glad to reply you. Today is June 17th, 2024. I'll see you all in tomorrow's New York Times Hard Sudoku Solve. Bye!